Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm actually wearing like human clothes today. I'm not wearing sweats for like the first time in like 2 weeks. I'm actually wearing jeans and like clothes. I feel really good today. I guess that's what they tell you, to get up and wear regular clothes. Because if not, here's me wearing sweats all the time. I asked you guys to ask me questions on Instagram, on my Instagram stories, and I got a lot of them here. So I'm really excited because I kind of like peeked at them and they're actually really good questions. I said to ask like fun questions, not so much makeup related, because I feel like makeup related ones just get a little boring, you know? What we're gonna be doing today, grab a snack, grab some coffee. Let's get into it. So I'm just gonna scroll through some of these and see. Okay, I will leave my makeup details in the description box. I know I'll probably get some questions about it, so I will leave everything down below. So the first question we have is, what was your first concert? Love you so much. I love you too. My first concert was actually Lady Gaga. It was still one of my favorite concerts till this day. Obviously I love Lady Gaga, you guys know that. She's like one of my idols. I love her so much, and we paid a lot for those tickets. I was 15, I think, or I think I had just turned 15. 14 or 15. It was the Monster Ball tour. It was iconic. We were really close. We were in the like seats, but we were still really close enough where like I could see everything. And we bought those tickets day of, like outside of Staples Center for like $500. And my dad knew how much I wanted to see Lady Gaga, so he was like, here you go. And it was my first concert and it was amazing, and it's almost 10 years this year. Still one of my favorite concerts till this day. It was like definitely prime time to see Gaga in concert, and I'm so happy and grateful that that was my first concert. So this was a question that I was really excited for. So it says, if you could be a star in any horror movie, what would it be? Easy. Saw, my favorite horror franchise, series, whatever, of all time. I would die if I could ever be literally Saw movie. That is like my dream goal. I'll always remember, if you guys follow Mikey Glam and Gore, when she did the Saw Girl poster, like when she was one of the Saw girls for when I think it was like the last Saw or something. I don't remember which one it was, but I was like, that is an ultimate goal. Like I can't even imagine what I would do, and I would always want to be in Saw. Obviously not realistically, I would not want to be in that situation, but movie-wise, I would want to be in Saw, and I would want to be in one of the traps. That would be my favorite thing ever. Not realistically, absolutely not, but in a movie, yes, I would want to be in Saw 1000%. I don't even have to think about that at all. I said most eaten quarantine food. I think, you know, I eat ramen every single day pretty much. Like, that's all I eat. Surprisingly, I've been eating Hot Pockets a lot. I feel like it's just easier, you know? But it's between Hot Pockets or Maruchan. So next question, do you have any tattoos? If so, what not? Would you consider getting? So I don't have any tattoos. I do have a tattoo planned whenever I do decide to finally get a tattoo. I'm not gonna say what it is. I've mentioned it before on Twitter, so you might know, but it's by a certain artist, singer, rapper, whatever. I'm sure you guys can kind of guess who I'm talking about, and I'm not gonna say like what it is, but I do have that in mind. That will be my first tattoo. I've also mentioned that I wanted to get Kurt's signature. That was also my planned tattoo as well. So that tattoo and Kurt's signature, Kurt Cobain, if you guys didn't know, Kurt Cobain's signature. I want that one. I wanted it under my, like on my ribs. I don't know if I could handle that kind of pain, so I don't know. I've still been thinking about like where else to get it, but I do have those 2 tattoos planned. Best concert or festival you've been to? I still think my favorite concert I've ever been to has to be either Anti-Tour, Rihanna's Anti-Tour, or it's like a tie between that. When I saw Kid Cudi at the Observatory, that was just so intimate. It was so small, and it was like the perfect time for me to see Kid Cudi, because he did do a lot of stuff from Speeding Bullet, which makes me so happy. That's my favorite album. So he doesn't really do many of those at all anymore, so I'm so happy that I got to see him during that time. It was the special tour, and it's still my favorite. And I also, when I saw Eminem and Rihanna in concert, that was also truly like one of the best concerts I've ever been to, hands down. And also Miley's Bangers tour. There's a lot. I've been to a lot of concerts. Those by like stay at the top of my list for me though, like those and Lady Gaga. So I have like a tie between like 5. So Anti Tour, Kid Cudi's A Special Tour, the Eminem and Rihanna tour, Miley's Banger Tour, and Lady Gaga. Rather live on the beach or underwater? That's a really tough question. I'm scared of the ocean, so I wouldn't want either one of those. I would not want to live on the beach or underwater. I guess I would rather live underwater, but not too far. I don't know. The bottom of the ocean scares me, so I wouldn't want to live underwater, but I also wouldn't want to live on the beach because I'm terrified of living near water. So I guess if I had to choose, I would pick underwater because like once you're underwater, I guess it's less scary if you're already under the water. I don't know. Top 3 rides at Disneyland and top 3 at California Adventure. Disneyland, Big Thunder, Disneyland, Pirates, and Haunted Mansion. But Haunted Mansion, well, before everything happened, it was closed. But definitely Big Thunder. I love Big Thunder. It's like my favorite. I think my favorite ride at Disneyland. California Adventure, Guardians, Toy Story Mania, just because that's like Ryan's favorite ride. The tie between the Incredicoaster, and I also love the Inside Out ride just because Inside Out's like one of my favorite movies. So I just like that solely because of the movie, not so much the ride. When you ask what's your favorite zodiac sign and why, my favorite zodiac sign is Pisces. I just feel like I get along with Pisces really well. They're always very nice people. Rarely encounter like a mean Pisces or like someone that's just like not super chill or anything. Like it's very rare. So I love Pisces. My favorite signs are Pisces, Libras, and I really like Gemini. Well, everyone hates them. I love them. How old are you? Well, tomorrow's my birthday, but my birthday's canceled this year, so I'm gonna still be 24 until further notice. If you would want to be murdered by someone out of a scary movie, who would you want it to be? We'll just go back to the other question from earlier. I would want to be murdered by Jigsaw or Freddy. One of those two. Favorite drag race queen? I have a couple. I don't have like just one. I think my favorite queen of all time is Alaska. And then it would go like Alaska, Aquaria, Miss Gigi Good is making her way to the top from this season, Violet, obviously. I love the fashion queens, if we're being real honest. Naomi Smalls, Adore. I have a lot, but those ones like come first in my mind. You could only listen to one artist or band for the rest of your life, who would it be? I think somebody asked me this the other day when I was on Instagram Live, and it's such a hard question. I am torn between Kid Cudi and Rihanna. I can't pick. It has to be Kid Cudi and Rihanna or nothing at all. Was lavender, lilac always your favorite color or no? Yes. I know, I feel like lavender is like a very like popular color now, but before everyone thought it was super weird that I liked lavender. I will try to find a picture of my room from when I was in high school. I'll put it somewhere on the screen if I could find it, but my entire room was like lavender. Everything I owned was lavender. All I owned was lavender clothes. My bed was lavender. Everything was lavender, and nothing has really changed since then. Lavender has always been my favorite color. What is your go-to outfit to make you feel confident? A pair of black skinny jeans, my docs, and a black tube top. That is my go-to outfit for anything, but I can always just add like a jacket on or over something over it, and I always feel really confident in that, so that's what I usually wear. Are there any new hobbies you've picked up during all this free time? Not really. I've pretty much been doing the same exact stuff I do all the time, which is filming, doing my makeup, listening to music. But no, I haven't picked up any new hobbies. I don't know even like what I would even pick up if I was like not doing anything, you know? Leave me some things that you think I should like pick up doing while we have all this free time. Somebody asked, have you ever seen Eternal Sunshine? Yes, it's one of my favorite movies of all time. I always like shove that movie down everyone's throat if like people are like, I don't know what to watch. Eternal Sunshine. If you could live anywhere, money is not a problem, where? So I've always wanted to move to Seattle. I love Seattle so much. But I also love LA. I love and hate LA. I hate like LA, like downtown Hollywood. I don't like it out there. But I also can't picture myself living anywhere else. I feel like once you live in LA, it's like impossible to live anywhere else. I've lived here my whole life, and I feel like once you've lived here your whole life, it's really hard to live anywhere else. And nothing I feel like is like LA. Maybe New York, but I feel like New York is a little too chaotic for me. Yeah, I feel like nowhere is like LA. Okay, so next question. If you and Ryan were dogs, what kind of dogs would you be? I feel like Gigi is me. Like literally me in dog form, so I guess I would be a Shih Tzu. And Ryan, I'm gonna say a German Shepherd. He does have a German Shepherd boxer, and I feel like that's what I would say he is. I don't know what his answer for that would be, but I definitely would see him as a German Shepherd. Yeah. Well, here's another good one. Are you wanting to quit your retail job for YouTube? I always have gone back and forth with thinking, like, should I quit? Like, should I not? Like, I don't really work at my retail job like 5 days a week. I only work there a couple days a week. And after this quarantine, I have realized how much I love my job, because without it, my schedule is so thrown off. Because I have a pretty set schedule at my job, so those days help me schedule the rest of my week for like filming and everything. So now I'm so thrown off, and I've just come to appreciate my job so much more now. So I don't know, I really love my job. I feel like working in retail, I don't like necessarily working in retail that much, but I do love my job. So I kind of have a little beef with the company at the moment right now, but I love my coworkers. What is the first thing you want to do with your boyfriend once all of this is over? First place you'd want to go? I can think of a lot of things, but probably just, I don't know, I just want to like hang out and just watch movies and stuff like we always do. I miss just doing that, and like we just would always just watch TV, watch Shark Tank, and I miss doing that. So probably that. And first place I'd want to go, I don't want to go anywhere right now. I don't want to, I'm like scared to go anywhere. And I feel like after all this is over, like I feel like going places is really not going to be the same anymore. Like, at least that's how I feel. Maybe people won't really care, but for me at least, I feel like after this, it's going to be a little weird. Like, don't you think? Like, it's going to be a little weird to go places now. Like, a little weird. Probably Target, though. If anything, I miss just walking around Target. Top 5 favorite American Horror Story characters: Tate, Lana, Michael Langdon. Even though I don't care for Apocalypse that much, Michael Langdon was truly iconic and a very refreshing thing to add into American Horror Story. So Twisty and, was that 5? I don't even remember. Oh, and Constance, duh, are also Sister Jude. But I really can't choose. This is like a really hard question. Sister Jude is really up there as well. Those are my favorite characters ever. So yeah, I'm probably forgetting one now, honestly, but that's what I could think of at the top of my head. Do you ever want to get married? If so, would you elope or throw a big wedding? So I never wanted to get married ever, literally ever. I was like, I don't care to ever get married, but that has now changed. I do, and I do want a really big wedding, actually. Very specific thing in mind, and I need money for that. I feel like it's going to be a very, I have looked up prices for specific things. It is going to be very expensive, so it probably will be a while until I can fulfill that dream, but I do have a very specific thing that I want, and if I don't have that, I'm gonna be really upset. But no, I do have a very specific wedding in mind. I want it exactly. If I'm gonna do it, I want it to be exactly how I want it, and I know it's gonna be a very pricey thing to do, so I want to save up money for that. And yeah, but overall, yes, I do want to get married. I don't want to really elope. I feel like Ryan would rather do that, but I'm not, no. A picture in my mind, and I want that to happen. If you had to choose to be in either Hereditary or any Tim Burton movie, what would you choose? This is a really hard one. Obviously, you guys know Hereditary is my favorite movie ever, but to be in a Tim Burton movie would truly be like a dream. And if I could be in any one, I would have to say either Edward Scissorhands or Beetlejuice. Is really a tie. I can never pick anything, you guys. I can't pick one answer for anything. But I would probably say Edward Scissorhands, just because I love that movie so much. But I also love Beetlejuice so much. But oh, it's so hard. Okay, I'm gonna try to pick one. I'm gonna go with Beetlejuice, but just know that it's also Edward Scissorhands, okay? What do you relate to the most to being an Aries? Everything. I truly am a like true Aries. I feel like everything that I've ever read about an Aries, when I've read into my birth chart and everything, it's all accurate. I'm very stubborn, I'm very feisty. I wouldn't say I'm spontaneous, like, I guess I am a little spontaneous. I have no trouble speaking my mind. I am loud, but not always. I'm like a quiet, loud person, if that makes sense. I'm quiet when I need to be, but I'm also loud when I need to be as well, and I have no problem being loud. So, but I feel like the most thing is just like, for being an Aries, is just like super feisty. I'm a fire sign. I'm extremely feisty, and I'm sure if you guys follow me on anything, you guys know that. So I said, who was your middle school boy band crush? Brendan Urie. Not much has changed since middle school. Ollie Sykes. I also was in love with Ryan Ross as well. Loved Christopher Drew. That hasn't really changed either. Gabe from Cobra Starship. Was that middle school? I think so. I'm gonna say Gabe. Gerard Way. There was a lot. Pretty much anyone that was like in an emo band. What's your favorite part about being an influencer? Also, I love you so much. I hope you're feeling better. I love you too. Thank you. Talking to you guys, doing this for you guys, filming, talking to you guys pretty much every single day. DMs, comments, everything. Definitely just like having that connection with you guys is my favorite thing. Truly nothing else matters. And getting to like do what I love, I guess, is doing makeup, doing reviews. I love reviewing products. That is my favorite thing to do. I know a lot of people say that I just do reviews, and I'm like, yeah, that's because that's what I love to do. I love reviewing products. I'm a very opinionated person, so of course I love giving my thoughts on things. Duh. But yeah, I love talking to you guys and having that connection, that friendship with you guys. That means everything to me. So that's my favorite thing about being an influencer. This question all the time, and I feel like I've talked about it before, but maybe I haven't. I don't know. Maybe I just talk about it kind of like here and there, but it's how did me and Ryan meet? So me and Ryan actually met on Twitter. A couple days ago. It was like 7 years exactly. I remember it was on March 28th, 2013. And the only reason I know that is because that was the year, I think my birthday was either on Easter or it was just during the weekend or something. So I celebrated my birthday at school on the 28th because the 28th was on a Friday. I posted pictures with some balloons. I'll put that little picture here from the balloons that I had from school. And Ryan tweeted or DM'd me on Twitter, and when he slid in the DMs, he DM'd me and was like, happy birthday, and I was like, oh, thanks, it's actually on Sunday, but thanks anyways. And he was like, okay, I'll tell you again on your actual birthday. So he told me again on my actual birthday, which is the 31st, and then we met in person, I think literally exactly a week later. It was my friend's birthday and we're a week apart, so we met at my friend's birthday party, which I think was April 7th, so almost exactly 7 years again. We finally met in person that day, and it was kind of just history from there. We hung out, I think, the next day with our friend Edwin, and we went to like Dollar Tree or something, and yeah, we went to Dollar Tree and we like all hung out together. And then I think I got Ryan's number either that night or somewhere after that, so like really, really close, and we literally were talking ever since then. And then we got together in July of 2013. So we talked for about what, April, May, June, July, like 4 months before we got together. But that's how we met. We met at a backyard party. Very romantic. Somebody asked my favorite Panic album, and it's always gonna be Fever. It's just unmatched. Nothing will ever top that album for me. It's just, I have so many deep sentimental moments with that album, so Fever will always be my favorite. Dream job? This, obviously. It's like a dream to be able to do what I love, get paid for it, work from home, and it's amazing. Top 5 favorite albums ever. Ooh, that's really, really hard. I know most people would expect me to say Anti, and I love Anti. It's definitely one of my favorite albums of all time. It's a masterpiece. But for me, personally and sentimental value is Talk That Talk. It's my favorite Rihanna album ever. I just love that album so much. But Anti is also a masterpiece, and it truly cannot be ever topped. Like, don't even try. It's it's literally gold. So, but Talk That Talk for me is my favorite Rihanna album. And then Speedy Bullet to Heaven, and also Man on the Moon. I'm sorry, I can't. The Fame Monster by Lady Gaga. Fever by Panic. I know Bastard is not technically a album, it's a mixtape, but I'm gonna throw it in albums. Bastard by Tyler. And honorable mention, also, I can't not put this in here because this album means so much to me. It is Coexist by the XX. That album got me through like literally one of the worst times ever. So Coexist by the XX, it has to be in there somewhere. I know you guys only said 5, but I can't just do 5. I think that's all we're gonna do for today. I feel like I've done a lot of questions, and those are all really good questions, like super fun questions. I love having those kind of questions more so than like makeup, because I feel like makeup questions just kind of get a little boring and it's super repetitive. So I was like, let's do something fun, a little bit more like personal things, not so much like makeup. And yeah, I loved these questions so much. Thank you to everyone who asked questions on my IG stories. Make sure you guys are following me on Instagram if you guys aren't, because I do a lot of like these question things on my page all the time. And also, since I have a lot of free time right now, I've been going live on Instagram almost every single day. So make sure you guys follow me on Instagram, and make sure you guys follow me on Twitter. That's where I'm the most active, I think, on any platform. And it's a good time over there. We love Twitter in this household. So all my little social media links are down in the description box, and like I said, I will put my makeup details in the description box as well. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for asking questions. They were really, really good questions. It'll be like a really fun video just to kind of like relax and take your mind off of things for a little bit, you know. But if you guys have any other questions, leave me a comment down below. I'll try to get back to you guys and answer those ones if I didn't answer anything you guys wanted me to in this video. So yeah, if you guys did like this video, then make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and I will see you guys in my next video.